101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show. Live from the lakefront, live from Summerfest. And I'm here for the action.
And I'm butt that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Thursday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining us this Thursday, June 27th. Live from the lakefront. Live from Summerfest. Joining me out here while we at the lakefront is the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown, hanging out.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Hey.
Look, we had a powerful conversation last night. We're going to talk about that. But we met a woman, Purnima Nath. She's running for U.S. Congress. She's a U.S. Congress candidate from MKE District 4. I think she's on the lines. I think she wanted to call in and talk after we met last night. I told her to call in.
Let's do it.
Let's get Purnima Nath on the line. How you doing, Purnima?
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
you're on the line. You're live on
Yes,
air.
I'm doing well. How are you, Tory?
Hey, now I met you last night at the conversation. You're running for U.S. Congress. Who you
Yes,
running against? What? Gwen Moore.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what is your platform?
Thanks, Tory, for having me. I appreciate you. We actually met a couple months ago at the North Shore dinner with Rick Grenell at the Serb Hall. And yesterday we met second time. So I appreciate the conversation today. I am an immigrant from India, an illegal immigrant to America. And so my platform is actually focusing on educating Milwaukee that Milwaukee needs to hear from somebody like me who came to this country legally and who also came from a country
Not through the open border.
which is not through an open border, not crossing the border illegally, not putting a gun on your head saying that I deserve something and I need to be part of this country and draining on the resources, Treasury, U.S. Treasury, from a housing perspective, from a healthcare perspective, from education perspective, for food, and you name it. When I came in, Modi gave me a
What made you run for Congress? Why are you running for Congress?
First of all, I think I've been here for 24 years, Tory. I've not seen development in this country. I'm supposed to be in this area, the place that I live in, Milwaukee. I was stunned when I saw poverty here. I was stunned when I saw people are suffering here. And I have seen exact same politics being played here. Coming from the socialist country. Milwaukeeans don't understand what socialism is. Milwaukeeans don't understand what big government is and what welfare is.
Can you explain what socialism is? Because I know what it is, but I want you to explain what it is.
In very shortly, it's all about taking from somebody and giving it to somebody. It's sort of like a utopian idea. If somebody has worked hard and they, made a mansion or they have few cars or something, the idea that you insert in other people's head that this person a bad day, even it's not about working hard and achieving. It's about taking from them and giving it to somebody who doesn't deserve. That means you're actually promoting a system which is not a merit-based.
That sounds like what they do with the taxes.
This is exactly right. They have been doing that to Milwaukeeans for 100 years. Yet Milwaukeeans are not in that mindset that we want to see a change. Yesterday in our conversation, there are 2 points that caught my attention. I want to bring to your to your audience, to Tory. First of all, one person asked, the Republicans have not done anything for the community. I want to remind, I'm not born in this country. I'm a legal immigrant to this country. I've looked into the politics of this country and I've seen similarities of what has happened to Milwaukee versus what is where I come from, which is communist, socialist.
What country are you from?
When I'm from India, India was made into a officially socialist country back in 1976 through an emergency. It's exactly like what COVID is, exactly like how COVID was treated. So you have to understand what government does. They actually make sure they implement to implement something to insert their agenda, to control yourself and to control the entire mass. And that's exactly what has happened in this country as well. So the Republicans, they said Republicans haven't done anything. But I want to remind Tory, Republicans, because of Republicans, slaves were freed in this country. Because of Republicans, the women could vote. Because of Republicans, the slaves could vote in this country. So when somebody says Republicans are, far from the issues of black community, I want to remind you something, Tory. When I look at Milwaukee has been ruled by Democrat politics, Democrat politicians, Democrat party for 100 years. It's time for Milwaukeeans to ask these questions to Democrat Party who ruled them. Why are they poor? Why the poverty rate is higher? Why the property tax is higher? Why crime is higher? These questions should be asked to the Democrat Party who has been ruling us. It's not for answers.
Are you going to debate
I would love to
way more?
I would love to. I would love to. I don't think we're going to get the opportunity.
Have they tried to set up a debate? Have they ever tried to set up a debate?
I have not heard. No, I have not heard anything. But my goal is whether she wants to run away from a debate or not. My question to the Milwaukeeans today, are you ready for change? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to open your eyes and see what the Democrat Party actually has done to you? And they want you to stay poor. And that's exactly what socialist country and communist country does. I come from a country which is socialist. We had 70% poverty. You tell me a country which is rich in heritage, there is no shortage of money. The money is there. The money is only with the elites. Why couldn't they actually solve the poverty issue? Because they actually kept dividing the society with caste, with class, with all sorts of skin issues, North India versus South India. That's still going on today. They could have solved all these issues, but they don't want to solve this issue because if they do, they have nothing to rule on. And that's exactly what they have done to America with class and the race wars that's going on.
So when you say that we don't understand what socialism is, especially you're on a Black Talk Radio, black people definitely understand what socialism is due to the fact that, like you stated, you're here due to the civil rights that we fought for. Knowing that you've been here 24 years and you're stating that we don't understand what socialism is and how things need to change. The conversation that was being had last night is a fact that we do understand what's going on and we're open to all of these things. You're saying that the Republicans haven't done anything. And you being that you're running Republican, what are you going to do specifically for the black community?
Let me tell you something about the Republican Party. The bedrock of platform is education and economy. Let me answer the question. Let me ask the question. Let me answer the question.
If you're going to answer it, you're saying what the Republicans going to do, but I'm asking you personally, what are you going to do?
You asked me a question. Let me answer the question. No, ma'am. Do I have 30 seconds to answer the question? Otherwise,
you do, but don't open it with what the Republicans going to do. Tell me what you're going to do.
I have to answer the question, so you have to understand. The principle is something that is not being discussed at this point of time, ma'am. Republican Party has always focused on the education over indoctrination.
What are you going to do?
Focused on personal development over
what are you
welfare,
going to do?
a smaller government government over a bigger government. Ma'am, I'm trying to answer you the question. Are you willing to listen to me?
If you're gonna say what the Republicans doing, I'm asking you personally. You're
Are
asking
you
us to
willing
vote
to
for you. What are you gonna do?
are you willing to listen to me?
Yes, about what you're gonna do, not what the.
Okay, then let me answer without interruption. I would like to answer without any interruption, ma'am.
Okay, tell me what you're gonna do.
I am answering the question. You are not listening to me. Republican Party has always focused on education over indoctrination, the family, the faith, the fundamentals of individual development and community development. Today, what I see in Milwaukee is the entire community is not listening to the platform itself. Whenever I go over there, if you tell me if the conversation starts from a race, we cannot have a conversation. We cannot have a conversation when we start with race or color. We have to look at it from a perspective of what Democrat Party has done to the city. Democrat Party has done to the county.
What do you have a plan?
What are you going to do?
Do you have a plan?
I'm trying to have a yes, absolutely. I want to focus on the education. I'll tell you something.
We only got so much time. We only on air.
Talking about
we only down live. We just need to get you to say
I want to make sure you understand that there has been a systematic agenda to make sure that Milwaukeeans, the children of Milwaukee, actually stays poor and education is not the focus. The money is there in Milwaukee County. The education institutions are getting the money. $700 million came through COVID. We don't know where it is. $252 million has been approved by Milwaukeeans. A few years ago, we approved $88 million for referendum. A few years ago, we approved $26 million in Brown Deer, which falls in Milwaukee County. Yet our students are not getting, a favorable rate in terms of academia. You think these kids can actually compete with Indians or Chinese or the Singaporeans that are coming to this country? The answer is no, Tory. So the point is, I'm trying to tell you that it was by design. I want to stay focused on the education, and that's exactly how we want to make sure that in Milwaukee actually gets to a point where we bring in business. You can't bring in a business where the business people are going to get shocked.
Well, I'm going to give you the last words before we run the break. What do you want the people that's listening to know, and why do you want them to vote for you?
I am the change that you are looking for. This change is not going to come from the Democrat Party. We, as a community, have to open our eyes and see what they have done. Everything has fallen apart. Let's focus on the basics at this point of time. Education, the economy, and the development. I want to make sure our society is safe. I want to make sure our society is actually brighter. I want to make sure these kids are actually able to compete with the immigrants, the legal immigrants that is coming. And no, sir, I didn't come here to take anybody's job or steal anybody's job or take anybody's business away. We came here as a high-skilled labor. I also came here as a high-skilled labor. So we have to look at it from that perspective, that we want to build that society where business want to come, where people want to hire these people. Can we do that, Tory?
Hey, look, like I said, we need more people that are going to get in there and roll up their sleeves and get the job done. There's a lot of work that got to be done, and salute to anybody that's willing to put on take on the task of making sure that they can create change. And I appreciate you for coming on the show, Purnima Nath. You're running for Congress against Gwen Moore, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And like I said, the community heard you, and I appreciate you for tapping in.